Hey, how's it going, everybody? So today I just wanted to do a little bit of a physique check up. So it's gonna be pretty simple. We'll run through some stuff, but I don't know why I'm ranting so much. But yeah, so I have been basically trying to get my 10K steps in and just been doing a lot of cardio. I'm trying to lose weight before I focus too much on putting on muscle. I am still doing like stuff to help muscle growth, right? But when you're losing weight, it's also very hard to keep muscle on. So really, my only goal with that is to just not lose the weight I want to lose, and then be just skin and bones essentially. So we have been working out the last couple of weeks. Obviously, we had a decent foundation before, but we went from this, and then obviously like I'm not the biggest, but it's decent density, which is nice. That's what I want, right? Is the start of a decent density. Um, my lats, I'm having such a hard time like hitting back, which kind of sucks. Honestly, I wish I could hit back easier. I don't have any resources at home that would uh, basically allow me to hit the back muscles without maybe injuring myself, just because I can't feel um, the activation without like a much heavier weight than what I have at home. It just doesn't happen, or I have to do so many reps of like slow methodical reps for like an hour before I can feel it. Because the only weights I have are 15 and 20 pound dumbbells. So a lot of the things I'm doing right now are calisthenics or doing basic like curls and stuff like that, like stuff that you can do at home, basically. But like I said, we're also cutting, so it's not that big of a deal right now. The main goal is to just have a decent physique underneath the the layers of blub, I guess you could say. Now, something I don't show a lot in these videos, and I kind of wanted to show off, was I am a big guy. Not in like a way where like super obese or something like that, but in general, I am a big guy. I like according to BMI, I am technically obese with my weight, but BMI is also that kind of sucky. But I'm about 200 pounds right now, but I'm 200 pounds of kind of skinny fat. So I don't know if it will catch me fully in here, but like I am massive. I'm like I've never measured myself. I want to preference that, but I'm maybe 6'4", 6'5" ish. Let's see if I can adjust the camera a little bit. So let's see. Yeah, like keep in mind my bed comes up pretty high. My lamp comes up pretty high, um, and I have like 10-foot ceilings, and I can almost touch my ceiling by literally just putting my arm up without even having to raise my legs at all. So for me, any amount of progress is pretty nice because compared to a lot of other people, I put on fat in probably the two worst areas that people would consider you could put on fat, and that is my face, which you guys can probably tell very easily. I put on a lot of fat in my face, but also I put it on in my thighs, and man, does that suck. Like man, I got massive thighs. I mean, my thighs are huge, man. But my head's also huge too. So that doesn't really help too much. But once we get leaner and stuff like that, it'll help get all this down and cut it down back to our peak form. Yeah, but that's really all I want to talk about today. It's going pretty well so far. Luckily, like I said, I'm not starting at a horrible place, and really it's just about getting skinny, which is a lot of work, but it's manageable. We're gonna start with that first. I have goals long into the future. Let's adjust this down a little bit. I have goals long into the future, but realistically, I need to focus on this goal, and then we'll get to our next goal. Because our next goal is gonna be probably 6 months plus, and that might sound scary, right? I appreciate everybody who's along for the ride, but it's being realistic. Even if I live breathe, eat, and sleep the gym. Unless I am taking gear, just realistically, I'm not going to, uh, you know, be at a super dream physique in 2 to 3 months. So I want to give myself like 6 months to give myself like a beautiful foundation. That's what I want, right? And then after we give ourselves this foundation, I want to then start training in a certain way, more in martial arts than in um, like bodybuilding, because I like that physique over the bodybuilder physique. You know, all respect to the guys that are bodybuilders, they put in crazy work, and one of the main people I follow is Sam Sulik when it comes to lifting and stuff like that, because he's great at telling you how the form and everything is, and like how you should be pushing yourself. Uh, but I don't want his physique, And I'm not unrealistic either, guys. I'm not like, I don't want to wake up one day and look like Ronnie Coleman or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, in my head, what I want to train for isn't that. So, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Any advice for tall guys? That'd be nice. I mean, like I said, I'm really tall. I got long arms, long legs. I am struggling to do push-ups because my arm does this weird thing. I don't know if you guys can see it, but like it locks out. This isn't even full extension, by the way, and it's like already basically locked out. And so with it like this, it makes it very hard to do a push up. I can do curls and everything fine, but doing a push up where like my hand has to sit like this, it locks out before I can basically finish the push up, which kind of sucks. I might need to stretch more. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and have a wonderful night.